God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters.
It covers 3/4 of the earth. Water not only fascinates us, it provides us the very source of life, whether in abundance or not. For some on our planet, this precious resource is hard to get. And when abundant water is provided to people who've had to walk miles to get it, it's a big deal. In Madagascar, World Christian Broadcasting partnered with Healing Hands International to drill water wells, and the people rejoiced. Yes, water has always been recognized as necessary to sustain life in the here and now. And since the time of Jesus, water has represented the means to gain life in the hereafter.
Jesus answered and said to her, "If you knew the gift of God and who it is that said to you, 'Give me to drink,' you would have asked of him, and he would have given you living water." Hello, everyone. I'm Andy Baker, President and CEO of World Christian Broadcasting. It was Jesus who referred to this message of hope and salvation as living water. He used this metaphor when he encountered a woman who was making her daily trip to a well to get literal life-sustaining water.
I say if you knew who I am, you'd be asking me for a drink.
Really?
And I would give you living water.
To those of us who are his followers, he has told us to supply this living water to a world that is thirsting for salvation.
I'm going to tell everyone.
I was counting on it.
He must be the Christ!
And that's the message we deliver to the world here at World Christian Broadcasting.
And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament.
The word firmament includes in its definition the sky and the earth's atmosphere. And our planet's atmospheric river provides the medium for radio waves that carry living water to a worldwide audience. Studies have shown that places that need clean, fresh water are often places that have never been introduced to the living water of the gospel of Jesus Christ. This includes the so-called 1040 region of the world, the area between 40 degrees north latitude and 10 degrees south latitude. Just as technology is used to bring fresh water to thirsty people, technology is also used to send out the living water to those who thirst for hope in this life and the life to come. We deliver the message of hope from 2 high-powered transmitting stations, one at KNLS in Alaska, which in 2023 celebrates 40 years of broadcasting, and one in Madagascar that went on the air Easter Sunday, 2016.
Madagascar, Earth Voice.
Living water in English for Sub-Sahara Africa, including Nigeria, Botswana, Kenya, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, and South Africa.
Если бы ты знала, что Бог дает людям, и кто это просит тебя, дай мне попить, то ты сама просила бы меня, и я дал бы тебе живой воды. Living water for Russia, the country that covers 1/8 of Earth's land area and crosses 11 time zones.
耶稣回答说：“你若知道神的恩赐和对你说，给我水喝的是谁，你必早求他，他也必早给了你活水。” Living water for China, the world's most populated nation with 1.5 billion souls.
فأجابها يسوع: أنت لا تعرفين ما يعطيه الله، ولا تعرفين من الذي يقول لك أعطيني لأشرب. فلو عرفتِ لطلبتِ أنتِ منه ولأعطاكِ ماء محييا. Living water for the Middle East and North Africa, for Iraq and Syria, for Egypt and Saudi Arabia, for Morocco and Libya, and many more.
Respondió Jesús y le dijo, si conocieras el don de Dios y quién es el que te dice, dame de beber, tú le pedirías y él te daría agua viva. Living water for Latin America, from Mexico and Cuba in the north to Chile and Argentina in the south. Worldwide, Spanish is spoken by 500 million people.
Jesus lhe respondeu, se você conhecesse o dom de Deus e quem lhe está lhe pedindo água, você lhe teria pedido, e ele lhe teria dado água viva. Living water for Brazil, with more than 200 million souls, the world 50th largest in the term of the land area, and the 7th most populous.
7 languages until January 1, 2023, when World Christian Broadcasting added one more.
우리 금강산 4대 비용 폭포의 하나인
And now, thanks to your support and generosity, we broadcast in 8 languages. Sang Yang is the senior producer for our new Korean language service.
예수께서 대답하여 이르시되 내가 만일 하나님의 선물과 또 내게 물 좀 달라 하는 이가 누구인지 알았더라면 내가 그에게 구하였을 것이요 그가 생수를 내게 주었으리라. Greetings from Seoul, South Korea. It is here that we produce the content of our Korean language broadcast, Living Water, for the people of the democratic South and the communist North. North Korea has a powerful military, but it's a poverty-stricken country that can't or won't feed its own population. Here, the people also need the bread of life, both physically and spiritually. From the South Korean capital of Seoul, it's only 24 miles to the border with the North. For North Korea, our over-the-air broadcasts are especially important because the government controls access to the internet.
Hello everyone, I'm Rob Scobie, senior producer for our international English broadcast. English brings Living Water to Australia and New Zealand, as well as the Pacific Rim countries of the Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Papua New Guinea, and the world's most populous democracy, India. In addition to Bible teaching series, we play popular music and do interviews and reports of a secular nature to attract our unchurched audience. We report about entertainment, business, health and medicine, and science and technology, and we interview those who are involved. In this segment of our series, Souter and Friends, Larry Souter interviews Chris Jingles of our mission partner, Healing Hands International, about the technology of clean water.
Well, in lots of places in the world, you can't get a drilling rig in there. This is a Sawyer water filter. Uses the same principle as dialysis. You can keep on filtering. It's good for 1 million gallons.
And you could drink the water from this pond that had the cattle.
Oh my goodness.
Earlier, you saw clips from the historical TV drama about Jesus titled The Chosen, which started its 3rd season in 2023. Paul Ladd, senior correspondent for the English service, interviewed 2 of the actors. Laura Silva plays Eden, the wife of the Apostle Peter.
Go where? Fish. I gotta spend the rest of the week doing nothing but catch every fish I can and hope I can fix this somehow.
But no more talking. Maybe God can get your attention now.
You're one of the chosen on The Chosen.
Absolutely. I really had to come to terms with feeling like, you know what, I'm chosen, and I'm gonna rest in that and trust that God will help me get through it, even though I felt like like a fish out of water.
Noah James is Andrew in The Chosen. That's right. We've had one of the apostles here today. Did you ever think you'd grow up to be an apostle?
No, that's definitely, I come from outside of the faith-based tradition. Honestly, I have a Jewish secular upbringing. So my family thinks it's wonderful and quite, they're like, oh, you're playing Andrew the apostle. And
it's him.
Excuse me.
Simon, that's him.
No time for this, Andrew.
It's him. Simon, it's the man. John said he's here right now.
And to me, it's been a wonderful way to learn about the world of Jesus' teachings, just coming at it from completely the outside and really, learning, sitting at a table opposite Jonathan, who plays Jesus, and hearing him say it, being at the Sermon on the Mount.
The Chosen has been made available to audiences worldwide, mostly by way of the internet. The internet also serves as a platform for our radio programs, but not everyone has internet access. So much of the world relies on over-the-air radio. The world has 3 billion shortwave radio receivers. 1 billion are turned on at any given time, and each receiver has an average of 3 people listening. Our broadcast signals are powerful enough to reach most of the world, depending on the time of year and the conditions in the atmosphere. We use both radios and computers to deliver the living water of God's Word to a planet populated by 8 billion souls. The first 40 years have been great, and we prayerfully wonder about the next 40 and what God has in store. We need your help to keep the water flowing. We thank you for your prayers and support.